Alright guys, if you have a 15 or newer WRX or any kind of vehicle that uses this style of retractor, maybe a Toyota, I know Subaru likes Toyota parts, and it's stuck, this is what I found to get it unstuck. First you'll need to gain access to this area, and then next you'll need to remove this connector. What I found was a safety pin on this yellow piece on the back behind it to pry up on it. We'll pull it up and then this just pops right off. Next you have a 14 millimeter on the bottom to take out. I've already loosened these. And then a 10 millimeter on the top to take out. Don't worry about the retractor falling because on the WRX it's held in by a hook. Next you'll bring it over to yourself. Don't worry about this side, we don't have to worry about it. This side you'll need to remove 3 screws. They're T20s, I've already removed 2. I'll just take this one off. And then just make sure it's kept this direction on whatever surface you're working on. When you pull it up, it should make a click like that. That's the retractor doing its job. This is the whole retractor mechanism. What I found was this piece was down like this, catching on these teeth, and it was just retracting and ratcheting and not letting up at all. When I move this out, the whole seatbelt mechanism works just fine. It works as it should. So if you can explain to me in the comments what this latch is for and why it has these 2 different positions on it. Maybe I'm doing this wrong, and you can explain to me what this piece is and why it's there. I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't worry about losing any pieces. It's pretty well held together. If this comes off, it's not a big deal. Just put this spring back in this groove right here, and this is your actual ratcheting mechanism device. It'll line up like that. Also, make sure that your teeth on this center spline line up with the pink right here in the center, and it should go back together. Just make sure when you go to put it back together that this is fully wound up, you know, all the way up to here, and then that you have to pull on it so that there's tension when you put it back to where it belongs. That way, if you find there's slack in this belt, when it's all assembled back together, that means that you didn't wound this up enough and that you'll have to take it all apart and rewound it back up. That way there'll be tension on the belt to fully go back to its position. Alright, that's what I found. Please let me know in the comments what this guy does and why it's here. I greatly appreciate it. Bye.